Great. I am live. This is the first ever live stream I've done on YouTube, just followed on from the first ever live stream that I did on Facebook. So an evening of live streams for DSR Ghostwriting. For those who don't know, DSR Ghostwriting is basically me. It's a writing service and marketing consultancy, and I campaigns. So that's what I do. That's who I work with. In this video, it looks like we have one viewer so far. So that's good. Welcome to the viewer. What I want to talk about, this is going to be a relatively brief live stream. I'm not going to keep people for too long, and it's going to be on the subject of thought leadership versus content marketing, which is a topic I have discussed before in Entrepreneur. And what I'm going to do in this live stream on YouTube is basically go over that Entrepreneur piece and give people a really quick, snappy overview of the difference between thought leadership and content marketing. So basically, let me just get up my article. I'm not going to be just reading from it. I'm going to be also giving some commentary. So basically, I think that the first difference between thought leadership and content marketing is the level at which they work. So basically, thought leadership is a peer-to-peer marketing activity. So if you are an expert, you are a chief technology officer, a CTO, a CMO, or some other form of CXO, and you're trying to develop interest in your product or service offering amongst a buying audience. If you do thought leadership, you want to be hitting people at roughly the same level of knowledge as you. And if you're speaking to people if you're speaking to a peer audience, you don't want to be using the same kind of language, the same kind of tone of voice, the same kind of terminology as if you were speaking down to a consumer. So I'm not saying the content marketing is bad or that speaking down to people is bad. I think it's a different tone of voice for a different audience. In content marketing, you're looking at basically building awareness, but also taking your prospects through the marketing funnel, starting from the top of funnel stage, building awareness through to conversion, through to bottom of funnel, and then putting those leads into the sales funnel. So content marketing is really powerful. And I would just say this, doing both, working with companies to do both, there's actually more uses for content marketing than thought leadership. There's a lot of thought leadership that's getting described as thought leadership. That's actually fake thought leadership. It's faux thought leadership. So you don't want to put yourself into that bracket of thought leadership producers that are actually doing content marketing and trying to find a better name for it. You want to be producing genuine, real thought leadership. And if you do want to be producing real thought leadership, you want to make sure that you are conveying actual thinking that is preferably also original. So if what you're saying is not original, you're not doing thought leadership. Let me give you an example. So there's a lot of articles have come out over the course of COVID, the coronavirus, the pandemic, saying, well, because of the pandemic, the work from home movement is being expedited, or it's the catalyst. That's kind of obvious. And literally 10,000 people have said this before you. I have written at least 4 blogs for different clients on this topic. So if you're doing that, you are not doing thought leadership. You're not even doing content marketing. You're just stating the obvious. True thought leadership involves you coming in with original ideas and getting that out to an audience. So you want to be marketing to a peer audience, and that requires, from the perspective of the producer, which is somebody like me, we want to make sure the tone of voice is audience appropriate. So if you are marketing to VoIP systems, to a systems integrator with 20 years experience, you wouldn't want to hit them with a listicle. What's a VoIP? What are the top 5 uses for a VoIP system? That's content marketing. That's basic knowledge to build awareness about what you do. And that could be very suitable and very effective if you're selling B2C to an audience that just doesn't know what it is or doesn't know why they might need it. That's not going to work when you're marketing to somebody with 20 years experience in the industry, and you're trying to get them to sign off on $1 million contract to integrate your technology into their system. So I hope that's clear on why you need to approach different audiences with different types of writing. Second reason is thought leadership's content commodity is value. Thought leadership's is quality of thinking. So when you're doing content marketing, you're often dripping people in with info, snippets of info, helping them to understand what it is and what your product is and the benefits and the features. when you're doing thought leadership, you're leveraging the caliber of your thinking. You're saying something exciting and innovative about what you do and unique, and you're hoping that that's going to capture the attention of people. When you're doing content marketing, you're giving people value, and you're hoping to develop this kind of, I call it a symbiotic relationship, that you give value and they give business eventually. That's the objective here. With thought leadership, you're actually leveraging the power of the thought itself. So again, those are different things. Point 3, thought leadership fits higher in the sales funnel. So let's talk again about that marketing funnel in which you had people coming in at the awareness stage where you're telling them what the problem is and what your solution is, and bringing them down that sales funnel. That is a different. I'm just gonna write hello to the person in the audience, because this is quite exciting that I've had both a Facebook and a YouTube viewer tonight. When you are doing thought leadership, you're talking about people at the top of the funnel and getting awareness, and then going down in the funnel. Final point: content marketing is typically on-site. Thought leadership is typically off-site. So if you want to publish something about your industry that you're really passionate about and put that into a trade media, well, you're publishing something off-site. So yes, you can publish thought leadership off-site. It's suitable for that. You have to make it not content marketing. You have to get rid of the branding, of the promotional aspect, in order that you can even send it into consideration to a editorial publication like Harvard Business Review, like Entrepreneur, like Marketing Profs, like HubSpot, like the CMI. Content marketing, your hands are a little bit less tied. You can put that on your blog. You can also send it out to all those people, but you don't really have to worry about it being tone neutral in terms of the promotion, at least. So those are basically 4 quick distinguishing factors that you can tell the difference, if you're a producer or thinking about producing them, between true thought leadership, which I say again is a relatively scarce commodity, and content marketing, which is definitely not a scarce commodity, which people are doing lots of. So you can definitely use these 2 things in parallel. You can definitely use them together. They can be a powerful combination. Just make sure that if you are going to be doing thought leadership, you're doing actual thought leadership, and you're doing it well, and you're doing it appropriately. If you'd like to learn more about thought leadership and how DSR Ghostwriting, which is me, can help you to develop and plan out your thought leadership campaign, then like and subscribe to this channel, and also check out my website at dsrghostwriting.com. Thank you for watching. Until next time.